months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Texas. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Back to throw. It's Spilstead. Fires it to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one. Is incomplete. Big moment early in this championship game. 3rd down coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking downfield. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Here comes a handoff. And they try the middle, but stop for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. if you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Pilstead. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you can close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
Early in this conference championship game, one of those crucial plays, a third down in the red zone. Quick throw, testing the middle. Touchdown, BYU. They cap the drive with 6 points. We've got a conference championship on the line here. A start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Gibson. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Hand off to the single back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now the running back's got it again. He gets loose. Tackle, but forced down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to run it. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tight end makes the grab. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looks right for a quick completion. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
6th play of the drive coming up. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
offense getting set. It's second down. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fires it to the wideout. Lines a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. BYU has the lead here, Kurt. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They break the huddle for third and goal now. They're 2 for 2 on third this drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw over the middle. And the ball is picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Offense on the field to take over. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Look out, room to run here. He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And third and short, they hand the ball off. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. The Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Gets rid of it on the move. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? Touchdown, Texas. They connect for 6. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. 14, and the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Set 2nd down play here. Looking to throw. It's Hillstead. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Breaking tackles and going. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll hand it off. Oh, there's a stiff arm. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. It's a strong stiff arm. Looks like BYU will have the first down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well-designed play here on this dagger route. Looked like everything was in play. Unfortunately, the timing off between the quarterback and that vertical seam.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Hillstead. And it's caught off the deflection. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, that ball is deflected up into the air on 3rd down. Somehow they come down with it, and it's a first down. Sometimes better to be lucky than be good.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bachmeier. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Can he get there on the ground? Looks like BYU will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. You're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Critical moment in this conference championship. 10th play of the drive. 3rd down and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here's the handoff on a counter. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Tailback with another carry. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Looking deep to the right after all that. Oh, man. Catch made. Big play. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cougars will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeyer. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Cougars will come to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. BYU getting set for their 1st and 10 now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Now he's bringing it back. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. BYU offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Dropping back. It's Manning. The receiver grabs it. Jukes to get free. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Trying to find some room. It's Baxter. Third down coming up after that running play. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that.